Okay, you are forgiven.
Alrighty. Let's do a bit of a changeover then. So we'll move into the next segment. Can we get some of this stuff off the table and then we'll get going? Is this our board game stuff? If you just
Do I want
serve it to us.
No, I don't want to keep any of it. It's fine. I had one croissant.
Do you want to have another
Oh,
croissant?
thank you.
No, I just needed the one really.
You don't want another croissant.
My sugars are in a good place as well.
No, I'm good with water, thank you.
Okay, I'll go then.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. I was about to pat your back, like you, because I wanted to pat them on the back and be like, "Thanks, team."
I'll pass it over.
But
I'll hand it
I
over.
want to pat you because you're the only back next to me.
I'm the only back available. Baby got back. Alrighty. Okay. I think.
You want to hold this?
Yeah, you can hold this, and I can explain what's going on. Right. Thank you for being here, everybody. Oh, right. I'm gonna get my brain into order, and then we'll go into the last 5 hours of the stream. That's so long and yet so little at the same time. Okay. So this next segment is called Board Game Business Boys. So Jonas and I, we have been given the opportunity to pitch a board game to Hasbro. It's amazing. They're gonna let us pitch a board game, and if it's good, we'll get a multi-million-pound board game contract. They don't even do those normally, but they've offered it to us if we can give them a good enough board game. But it turns out that we have just procrastinated for the entire time since we got the offer till now, and we actually haven't come up with anything at all. So we're now in the cab. We've got a half an hour cab ride to Hasbro, and we're in the cab. It's got a nice spacious coffee table in the cab. It's a very lovely cab. We have a bunch of random shit in this box that we're going to be turning into a board game idea. So without further ado, I present to you Board Game Boys.
Okay, Jamie. Right. First thing we need to try and understand: what's one of your favourite kind of board games?
What's my favourite kind of board games? What kind of board games do I like?
We can only create things that we like.
Okay, well, I think there's a couple of ways we could go. We could go like hardcore. I think this might need to be a more stable ride than that.
Well, tell the taxi driver.
Can you slow it down a bit, but not too much because we do actually need to get there. But yeah, lovely. So I think there's two types of board games that we can go for. We can either go for like a Euro game where it's like, you know, really hardcore thinky rules, or we can go Ameritrash where it's all rolling dice and just fucking going for it. In fact, I have some dice here in the cab as well. Just a ton of dice.
I was thinking, what if we got one of those games? What if we got one of those games where you get, like, you pick up tile, like you get like a hand of like 4 tiles, and then you can put down the tiles to build an environment.
Well, tell you what, let's have a look at what we've got and see what we can work with.
Well, obviously, we've got everything we need. Obviously.
Everything we need.
We've got a carton of eggs with no eggs. We've got paper. So much paper. Loads of paper. We've
big skull bottle.
We've got skull bottle. We've got genuine figurine parts for creatures and props.
Oh yeah, I like these guys. Look at this.
We're going to have to incorporate them in the narrative. Jamie, we can't be lazy on the narrative. All right? The story's got to make sense. The story's got to make sense.
A bigger egg box.
And we've got a lot of brown paper and some string.
And of course we have the box itself.
The box itself and little sticky notes.
And some sticky notes. Wonderful. Okay, well, so this could go...
How can we fail?
This could go into a tile laying aspect.
Yeah. So I was thinking like the player that starts the game and they have to draw like a hand of like 3 tiles.
Okay.
Every player has to take it in turn to put down all the tiles until all the tiles are placed down, and that creates the map that the game will take place on.
Then the game begins.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. What do these tiles look like?
So the tiles could have, so they could have saboteur, sort of like tunnels, or they could have like one could be a forest, one could be a beach,
I like
one
the
could be
idea
a city.
Of starting with saboteur before we've actually given the thing they're sabotaging.
Don't worry about it. But
okay,
they could either be locales, like completely different,
yeah,
like environs,
yeah,
or they could be parts of a bigger environment, like parts of a forest, like path through a forest.
Okay.
I think different environs would be really cool. If we had
Okay.
like one player gets the city tile, the beach tile, and the forest tile, but someone else gets the desert tile, the mountain tile, and then they
and
get
then you
to.
make a tableau in the middle of the table.
You basically make like a world map.
All right. Okay. So
We don't know what's going to happen on that world map, but let's worry about that later.
Okay. So we're building the world map, right? And then once the world map has been built, we need to start thinking about like. So what's the theming of this game?
Give me a pen, buddy.
Oh, you want to pay? You want to
Yeah,
start
I'm gonna
making?
start,
This,
I'm gonna
you
start.
making
Yeah,
these
yeah,
tiles. Okay. Well, in the meantime.
Well, we haven't got much time. We've got to keep going. We've got to move
no,
forward
absolutely.
momentum.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So what do we want the theme to be? Do you want it to be sci-fi? Do you want it to be fantasy?
Well-
what you're saying, it kind of sounds like it's fantasy.
Well, it could be if it's a sci-fi forest, I can just add some lasers and shit.
It could be that we're like terraforming a planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then okay, I got it. It's amazing. We start. The first phase is that you've found a new planet and you're terraforming it to make it livable.
Okay, so there's no city tile yet.
No,
That seems ridiculous.
yeah. So
But
it's
there's all the other things that we'd expect to see on a planet Earth.
on a lovely planet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And you're terraforming this wonderful planet, right? That's the first phase.
Yeah.
Right. It's called like year 1 or something. And then the second phase
Yeah,
is
yeah,
now
yeah.
you're on the planet
Mountain.
and you're fighting to to own
Desert. I said desert.
parts of the newly terraformed planet.
Yeah.
So then it becomes like a war game.
Like Risk.
Like Risk, but more fun. Yeah.
Okay, but that's so predictable because obviously we know that Risk it's turn based and it's like I do this, you do this, I do this. So what if there was like an active time element?
It's
where people
real time.
Did everything simultaneously.
It's a real
But
time
there were
tactical war game.
resources that people sort of stop you from just being faster than everyone else and better than everyone else. It's like you get points. You get like 7. You get 7 war points, and you're going to spend your 7 war points.
How are the war points delivered in a board game format?
Dice.
So you just keep rolling dice.
Well, a pool of dice, and you roll at the beginning of your turn, and that tells you how many war points you've got. You roll a d12.
But I thought it was real time.
2d6.
You don't have turns because it's real time.
Well, there are rounds where everyone takes multiple turns simultaneously.
Okay, so
Am I making sense?
so no, not
you
really.
seem like I'm not making sense.
I think I've got. Okay, so what happens is at the beginning of a round, everyone rolls their dice,
mountain.
right? Everyone rolls their dice immediately at the beginning, and that determines what they have available to them.
Yeah.
But then you can just go, right?
Did you mean the cocaine?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It did.
No.
Okay, good. So, okay, everyone rolls their dice at the beginning of the turn,
Everyone
at the beginning of the
rolls their
round,
dice at the
right?
beginning of the round.
But then everyone can act whenever they want until
Yeah.
they're out of dice, right?
Until
each
they're
action,
out of the resources and the resources of the dice.
yeah, each action is a dice, right?
Yep.
So you might just sit there waiting, watching the other person
Because
You're like,
you've already used your dice. You
no,
move faster
or
than
you both haven't finished using your dice, but you're both waiting for the other person to go.
Oh, yeah.
So you're
yeah,
like
yeah.
Mexican
This is like who's gonna
standoffing.
throw the punch.
Exactly, right? You're
But
Mexican
not turn
standoffing.
based. Like real
Okay.
punches. Like punches when they're not turn based.
Okay, so you start off with.
Oh, but we're getting too far ahead of ourselves. We're not writing this shit down.
Oh, we need to write this shit
We're not
down.
writing this shit
We need to
down.
write this shit down.
So we need to write this shit down.
I'm gonna start writing the rules down.
Yeah.
So
we've got
phase,
paper. We've got paper right
Phase,
here.
phase 1. You.
Jamie, don't write on thing that we'll wipe off.
Oh, okay.
Write it on real paper.
You want it to be permanently written
Yeah,
down. Okay.
it's got because we.
Oh, that's a good point because we need it at some point in the future. Okay,
what
so
if we, yeah.
okay, so
Right.
so
Desert, mountain,
so
forest,
first
beach.
phase 1.
What's the other environs on a fucking map?
Chat. Name an environment.
Name an environment. Name an environment. You there out the window. Name an environment.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Phase
Taxi or wait.
1. Take
Volcano. I put mountain.
turns.
Fuck it. I'll put volcano.
laying.
More environs. More environs.
Then
Swamp. I got desert already. Don't need desert.
tiles.
But I do need swamp.
Then phase 2. War. Okay.
All of these will have modifiers, by the way, but we'll figure that out later.
Roll dice.
Can't use suburbs because we haven't settled in the city. Can't use metropolis because we haven't settled
Dice are action.
in naturally occurring environs.
Everything real time.
Like Gibraltar. That's not a real one. Frozen tundra. Oh, I haven't done like frozen. Yeah, I'm gonna write Arctic.
Yeah, it can't have any like human life built on it yet. That needs to come in the second phase. So I think that like
5, 6, 7.
we need to have a think about what your actions you can do with your dice, right?
I'll do tropical. Yeah.
I would say that there's two ways we can do this. We can either do it that all the dice can be used for everything, but the number on the dice is how powerful it is. Or we can do it that you have different coloured dice, and the colour of the dice determines its resource.
Way over my head, but I trust you.
I would say you can
Professor.
use a dice for anything, but the pips on the dice are how powerful it is. So pips
Floating islands, lake,
equal
poison swamp. Get
Power.
out, Kamiya. I didn't invite you. Hideki Kamiya.
So I think
Miyazaki, that's you.
I think
Canyons.
I think we need a set of actions that you can do with your dice.
I like
Right.
canyons.
I think we we need a set of actions you can do with your dice.
Yeah. Well, one of them obviously has to be like
Build a city.
invade.
Yeah. I think you.
But it doesn't have to be war based. You know, what if it wasn't war, but it is like quite like sneaky?
I kind of like there being a bit of war.
All right, sneaky little bit of warfare,
I think
but not so much that it's like, you know, sad.
I think
Like a happy bit of war.
you
I'll put
can.
islands.
I think we need a series of actions that you can perform, right? I realise I've said that about 8 times, but I'm trying to work it out. And my brain is going very slow, so I think that we need a series of actions. The first
All right,
action.
round 1 of the game. I put down islands. Then
I-
you put down volcano next to islands.
I put down beach.
Then you put down beach. Then I put down Arctic next to volcano.
I'll put swamp here.
And then I put canyons next to islands over
I'll
here.
put forest there.
And then I put. You're just making a very standard square. I like the idea that it kind of becomes a bit of a network.
Okay, I'll put mountain
Put
there.
desert there, and then fuck it. I'll put I put desert there. So this is our map now.
Right. Okay.
Right,
So then,
okay.
then we get a bunch of d6s,
Yeah.
and we start. I think we start with 2 available to us.
2 d6s.
You start with 2 available to you, and you can get more by building cities, and that's the first action: is building cities.
Yeah. All right.
And each different type is more or less difficult to build on, right?
Right.
So you need to roll higher than the difficulty to build on it. So it's like a 6 to build on a volcano.
All right. Okay. So let's say the hardest one's a 6, right?
Yeah.
So volcano's fucking impossible to build on.
I think it's like a 1 to build in a forest.
Sure. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 2 or a 3 for mountain. 3 for
It'd be
mountain.
quite hard to build on. Oh, but people do build cities on mountains. Yeah, 3. I'd
Yeah.
say 3.
3.
Tropical's a 1, I think.
Tropical 1.
Yeah, I think.
I think it's a bit harder than forest 2.
Okay, 2.
Because it's like a bit
yeah.
more. It's a bit more.
2.
Arctic should be really fucking hard as well.
Arctic
like 6
should
or
be
5.
Arctic should be a 5.
You think 5, right?
Yeah. I think islands should be 1
Islands.
because there's loads of island nations. That's a normal thing.
All right.
I think beach should be 2 because sand is difficult. But a lot of things are built near the beach.
I was just gonna say we need some variants. Swamp will be 4.
Swamp will be.
We haven't got anything that's a
Swamp
4.
will be 4.
And then I think desert should be 4 or 5.
I think desert should be 5.
Yeah. And then
And I
canyons.
think canyons should be 4.
Yeah. All right. Great. So
Okay.
I start the game. I've got 2 dice.
Well, but first,
You've got 2 dice.
First, we need a way of identifying like where you can go. So I think this is a head-to-head 2-player game. You can't play it with more than 2 players, right? And I think
All right. Good for couples. I like it. I like it.
I think
Good marketing pitch right there.
I think we use D4s as units on the map, as the basic units, and you each get 1 D4 to start in this one.
Yep.
We each initially roll a dice to determine like where it's allowed to start.
Yeah.
And it has to be on a tile of that number.
Okay.
Okay.
What if we both roll a 6?
Then both of our workers go on the 6.
Oh, okay. We can share.
Yeah, I think these are workers, and then we'll have another one for combat dice.
All right. I roll the 2.
I
You
roll
roll
the
the
5.
5.
So
So
my
you
guy,
can
I
go
can
on desert or Arctic.
Arctic.
I can go on tropical or I can go on tropical.
Okay, cool. So I think we roll for first place placement.
Now, Jamie.
D4 is worker.
Jamie, this is getting very standard, and Hasbro don't want standard.
Yeah.
So there needs to be something. There needs to be something that I think either raises the stakes of the games emotionally, physically, or would be entertaining for like children to watch their parents do. So I think at this point we should do like a physical. The players should do a physical action.
I think you should build some kind of crazy device out of these.
You have to build your city out of the egg carton.
Well, no. What I was thinking was, you know how you have like Buckaroo or like there's like or Kaplunk or things. You know, games that have a big centerpiece item that's part of the game.
Yeah.
I think you should build one of those.
All right.
You've got these things and a newspaper.
But are the players going to do this during every game?
No, I think that they provided with it at the beginning of the game.
What does it do?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Is that my job?
I think that's your current job.
All right.
I'm going to figure out a series of standard Eurogame actions to make this an actual functioning game, and then we will incorporate this into it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, we don't have to do it that way.
No. Give me. Let me cook.
Okay. I'll do 4 very basic actions.
Can I get some
just so there's
tape?
something to do.
I feel like there might be some tape over there already or something.
Scissors.
If it's rippable tape, I don't mind.
No, Greg.
Nah.
Carry on. What's up?
Nah, that's all right, cab driver. That's very kind of you. But just if you just pass the tape back.
No, some scissors back there, shall I?
Yeah.
No.
How far away from the office are we? We've been driving for 15 minutes, which means we're going to arrive in about 15 minutes, and we've got another 15 minutes to pitch. Ish.
Okay. My thought on the basic actions are you have build. If you have a worker on a tile with the right dice pip, you can build a city on that tile. I think move allows you to move a worker or a soldier. I think attack allows you to attack another unit with one of your soldiers. I think hire allows you to hire a new unit, either worker or soldier, in one of your cities. And I think harvest allows you to get a dice of whatever the number is on a worker.
Jamie, I want the workers to have. I want there to be 3 workers with names so that we can get emotionally attached to them.
Yeah, absolutely. You start with 1, but you hire the other 2 as the game goes on.
Exactly, and the story. I need to understand the story of why are we on this planet, why are we doing this planet. Because I feel like otherwise they just don't care.
Okay.
They'll just say, well, "Let's go home."
I think.
What happened on Earth?
Team A has.
Are we even human?
Team A has Raimondo, Peter.
Raimondo, Peter.
And
they can't all be men.
Peter's a woman.
We're feminists.
Team 1, Raimondo, Peter, and Jen.
Yep. That sounds great. Jen. Yep. Powerful name.
Team 2 is Francisco.
I want to be on team 2 already.
Francisco, Harriet, and the Shadow.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. I want to know all about the Shadow, and we can sell that in DLC. I mean,
any soldiers are completely nameless because it's a commentary on the military-industrial complex.
Right.
So
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Yeah, neither do I. But I think it will sell games.
Yeah.
It'll be like John Company. People will play it and they'll feel miserable afterwards, and they'll be like, that was really worthy, and I like that. Okay, so you start with, you get to pick who you send in first. Who's the first one? Except the Shadow. The Shadow can never be the first one on the planet.
Okay.
But
he doesn't
have any special abilities.
That's only true for Team 1. That's only true for Team 2.
Yeah. So
Team 1, I say, I reckon Raimondo can't be on the planet first.
No,
Raimondo and the Shadow are equals, right?
I think they're all equals. They're all exactly the same, apart from the Shadow can't go down first.
All right. You know what? Fair.
Yeah.
You're the designer here.
Yeah.
Your $1 million idea.
Yeah. I think. Why do you think they're on this planet?
They're on this planet because they are looking for a new venue to build their new casino. New
Okay,
international.
we're building a new casino.
We're looking to build a new international casino.
And to do that, we need to build bases and fight on this landscape.
Well, we just need to own this land.
You need full monopoly over the land
Monopoly.
to be able to build the casino.
Yeah.
Basically,
Obviously.
it requires 100% vote to legalise gambling on this planet. But neither one wants to lend the other person. They both want casinos legal, but
But they don't want to do it
they
together.
don't want to do it together.
No,
They want
because
full
that
monopoly before they
means
vote it
that
through.
means it's not your planet for your casino.
Exactly. Okay.
It
cool.
means it's their planet a little bit.
What genius device are you building here?
Mate, it's gonna blow your fucking mind.
What should we do with the big tree?
That is going to be when you start the game, the tree is going to randomly be given a location.
Okay.
You roll 1, 2, 3. You know, you roll like a D10.
D10.
Well, one
okay.
for and then each one's got actually like its own numerical value. Don't worry
Okay,
about.
so
But hopefully it won't
every
be
tile needs
confusing.
a second number.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, it'll just say in the rule book if you roll a 1, this is what happens.
I'll do it in a
and
different colour.
The big awful tree gets put randomly assigned on a different tile at the beginning of each game. You know, because like roguelike, you know what I mean? Like different. It's
Yeah,
different
we
every
want
single time.
variation.
And
Every
the
time you
tree
play this game, it's
represents
radically different.
The tree represents like an unsolvable threat.
Okay.
That the players like.
Okay. I like it. I like
it
it.
makes a certain area like
I like it.
undesirable. But if you do overcome it, you get bonuses.
Okay. And how do they overcome it? With violence or with how does one do that?
Ingenuity and
Where's the D10s? Here we go.
gall.
Okay, so I'll add ingenuity and gall as an action. Okay, so he goes on to 10. This big ugly tree's on the mountain.
The shadow can only the shadow.
Only the shadow,
Only the
which
shadow
means
can
Team
do it.
1 can't deal
Can
with the
never
tree.
deal with
Can
the
never
tree.
deal with the tree. We'll come up with some other bonus for them. Ingenuity, and gall is another action on the list.
Yep.
And it can
Yep,
only
yep,
be
yep. This is
performed
great.
by the shadow. Hence why he can't be on the map the first time. He must be hired later on. That's a very nifty dice thingy. Yeah, this was 3D printed by Fairy. It's awesome. It's so good. Okay, so what we have is phase 1. We set out the island. Then
Right.
you roll a dice. You roll a d6 to determine where you're allowed to place your first worker, and a d10 to determine where the big ugly tree goes. D10
Oh, fuck.
for
It's alright. It's alright. We'll draw on them later.
placement. And then on your go, at the beginning of a round, everyone rolls their dice, and that determines what they have available to them. And then in real time, you perform actions, and the amount of power they have is based on the numbers on the dice. So if I used a 4 for build, I could only build in areas with a number 4 on them. In the lower number, not the upper number. The upper number is purely for tree placement.
I want to say as well that the players are absolutely allowed to change the numbers on the tile at any given point, provided the other player doesn't notice.
Okay.
It's one of
Cheating is
those like it's
allowed.
like cheating's allowed if you don't notice it. Yeah. Because
I-
that means someone could be like, oh, I can't build on a volcano. It's a 6. Wait a second. When did it turn into a 3? You motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of really fun
Are you
engagement.
expecting players to perfectly emulate the font on the tiles when they're replaced?
Well, if they don't, then what's the point?
That's a good point. Okay, if you can perfectly forge the numbers on the tiles, you are allowed to cheat.
Yep.
Okay, I like that. I'm very okay with that.
And
That'll be
it's-
much easier in prototypes of the games than it is in final versions of the game.
Well, it's going to make it just like when you do legacy games, because the changes you make now will persist into the future games.
Your accent is slipping quite a bit.
Well, I don't really know who I am anymore.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So cheating is allowed as long as you're not noticed. As long as it's imperceptible,
Yep.
cheating is allowed. What is
All
the
right.
punishment for being caught?
The punishment is that if Shadow defects to the other team if he was on your team.
Okay.
Shadow defects to
All right, that's an interesting.
Shadow is always on the team of the person who didn't cheat, who didn't get caught cheating.
Okay, Shadow is always on the
But it can change an infinite number of times throughout the game. So who is Shadow? Like, Shadow's got no allegiances really. Can't trust him.
Swaps from team.
By the way, sorry, you know we called him Shadow.
Yeah.
He is the hedgehog, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's
he
not
is.
going to be a problem.
No.
I don't foresee a problem with him being Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, I think
we don't
that's
call him
fine.
Shadow the Hedgehog, but we know that he is a hedgehog.
Okay. I think this is pretty solid so far. I think this will make sense.
I'll have you guys know that I am not the cab driver. I am not the cab driver. I'm in the cab, and sometimes the cab driver does things that benefit me.
How does one win this game?
Well, you're the genius. Tell us. All right. You win the game
I think
when the other player
I think
agrees that there's just no hope of them winning. When they say out loud, "There's no hope of me winning," that's it. You won.
But how do you encourage that? I think you need to have the most votes in the Senate, and none of these actions. I think none of these actions.
You're all so obsessed with it. The Senate's got to be in every game with you.
I know, absolutely, and I think none of these actions influence that. All of these actions are just mainly to kill time, and you influence the Senate with this guy. This guy is the guy in charge of government.
You're playing two games at once.
Yeah, you're playing two games at once.
Two games at once, and does game one influence game two, but like only a little bit.
Only a little bit, yeah.
Little bit.
So okay, so you're when you're battling it out on the surface, that's mostly for morale, because your guys feel happier when this is going better. And
it's for morale, and you also get a resource in game called bragging rights.
Bragging rights
Doesn't do anything, but having more of it
anything.
makes you feel good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big number.
And in the meantime,
People love big numbers.
you're playing a political game where you're trying to get this guy to move to your side, and that is where this device comes in.
The thing I'm building.
The thing that you're building.
I'm going to disagree with you there, Jamie.
Okay, fair enough.
The thing
All
I'm
right.
building is it's an indicator of what team you are on.
Okay.
in the form of a wearable headband,
I see.
or armband, or bracelet, or whatever you want to fashion it into.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Well, okay, no, it could be like an arena, like it's a ring, right? So you could put it on the table and it becomes a ring, and then you got to try and throw the creature in there from 20 feet away.
And the person who gets it in, they're currently in charge of the Senate. And then they have 20 minutes to draft a law.
20 minutes is too long. They've got 75 seconds.
They've got 75 seconds to draft. Okay, all right. So, when a player thinks that they have the upper hand...
Yep. Now, here's a really important thing. Because they have to go away and start doing this other task, they're leaving the board completely open to the other player to do all the cheating they want.
It's real time, right?
Because it's real time.
So when you feel that you are objectively in a better position in the normal in the island game,
yeah,
or the
and that your
terrain
position
game,
can't be fucked up by you being absent for over 75 seconds.
You
Just over 75
place your headband down as an arena. Place headband down as arena. And then how far away do you have to stand?
20 feet.
20 feet. Stand 20 feet away.
Actually, just say the far end of the room that you are in.
Okay, stand far end of room.
And if they, the players can decide if that's inappropriate or not. But I'm going to say no matter what room they're in, far side.
And then they throw. They have to throw the leader of the Senate. Throw leader of the Senate.
Because it's like chucking him in hot water. Do you know what I mean? It's like a metaphor. It's a metaphor for the sort of the fact that he's not prepared for this.
Ring.
No one really is.
Okay. And if you get him in, get him in, awesome. I think that would make an excellent ring to throw stuff into, and an excellent team headband. Throw the leader into the ring. If you get him in and you still maintain advantage of the normal game board, you get 75 seconds to draft a law.
That's not big enough, is it?
If
You need more than
in, get 75 secs to draft.
75 secs.
Law.
That's generous.
You chose that.
Yeah, but I said seconds, didn't I?
Yeah.
He said sex.
Yeah. 75 full intercourses.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Generous.
Well, I'm a generous lover. Okay,
Alright,
you get
alright.
75 seconds to draft a law.
Have we completely, utterly, fully understood what this game is from start to finish, complete with narrative
I think
And-
so. I think so.
and characters and mechanics?
I think so. I think we've got this. That's half an hour to make a board game. We've done it.
You think you got it in the bay? I like that you did all that, and I've just made these little egg cards.
You've done quite a lot. You came up with a lot of the harder elements of the game. I think the fact that there's now two numbers, both of which can be changed, and there's a tree that can be defeated by the shadow. We don't know. It's not really clear what it does or why you would want to defeat it, but it can be defeated by the shadow. We'll iron that out in. I'm sure we can.
Progress
iron
over.
that out in
Well, what we need
playtesting.
Hasbro to see the potential of the game, not necessarily the iron cast success of the game.
Well, before we go into the meeting, I've just had a phone call saying that to our Kickstarter for this, we've had another £110 donated by Mama G.
What?
Thank you so much.
Oh my lord!
We're now at £1,890.
£1,890.
We are £110 away from our £2,000 goal. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. We're working so hard for you. Can you tell?
We've got 4.5 hours left of the whole stream, where you could help us get to that £2,000 milestone. But thank you so much. That's for the story of the tree expansion. Is what happens with that.
Story of the fell tree,
Right.
rather than shadows of the.
We've got to go into our meeting.
Well, taxi driver, just hold it right there. I just got to do two. Hold that still. Hold that together. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, brilliant. We're almost there. Right, what I want to do is I'm just going to tape it on the outside and then I'm going to tape it on the inside.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because that doubles the strength. That's
For double the fun.
yeah, exactly. For double the board game. All right. We're almost. Oh, okay. I've done that quite badly. Can you show me the inside?
Oh my God!
What's going on?
We've just been pushed over 2,000.
Oh, holy shit!
We've been pushed up to £2,000 and
Holy
69 pence.
Alex the Messiah.
Alex gave £110 and 69 pence. Thank you so much.
And took us to the nice.
We have made it to £2,000. £2,069. That is our milestone. That is way too big. My one's a collar. That's fine.
All right, yeah. One team gets a headband, one team gets a collar, depending on head size.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Alex. That is us meeting our small RPG series milestone.
Oh my lord, we're gonna do some role playing
We're
together.
going to do some role playing together.
Holy
man.
shit.
It's going to be awesome. We'll do all your rewards and everything when we've finished the board game segment.
Oh, we might have a lot to do. Maybe. I don't know.
There's not that many wheel spins.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Cool. All right. So
we're at Hasbro.
We're Hasbro. Welcome. Hello, Mr. Hasbro.
Hello, Hasbro. It's nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you
it's
for
an honour.
taking this meeting. It's an honour to meet you. I really love Buckaroo.
Yeah, really good.
So this is our game. It's called the Fungus of Arthas Deluxe. And
Yeah. Fungus of Arthas Deluxe. You'll know why later.
Yeah. It's a game of two phases, two very dramatic phases. The first phase is short but tense.
Hear this out. Okay, so
Hear us out,
firstly,
hear us out.
the map, the player map doesn't exist yet, right?
Yeah.
Because the two players, it's only up to two players, by the way. It's
a head-to-head.
It's a head.
Intense clash of
tete,
minds.
Tete la tete, as the French say. The two players are going to have are going to be given 5 tiles each. And then they're going to, and then what they're going to do is they're going to take it in turns to actually build the world map. So the world is procedural based on the players given at the moment, and it kind of responds to the emotional state. So we haven't shuffled too much, so we'll see something a bit typical, shall we? So I'll place down Arctic first over here, and then my partner over here will go head ahead against me, and we'll place
a forest down here.
We're going to place a forest in attack mode.
A classic move.
In
attack mode. Yes, yeah.
I'm going to place tropical over here.
Yeah, a real surprise mechanic, that one.
So in attack mode.
Well, then I'll play beach in defence.
Beach in defence.
Yeah,
defence is sideways.
Of course, yeah, sorry, I forgot.
Sorry, prototyping.
Yeah,
All right. Mechanically, does nothing, but players can have fun with it. And then I'll put the canyon over by tropical over here.
Lovely, and then
I'll
put the swamp up here.
We'll put the swamp over here. I'll put the islands down here.
I'm going to put the desert over here.
And then I'll put the volcano down by the beach over here. Now from that,
hold on. I've got my mountain.
Sorry. Where's your mountain?
I'm going to put the mountain up here by the swamp.
Look at that. That's a complete world map. This is completely unique, and no one else is going to necessarily get this configuration
My
again.
collar keeps sticking to my hair. It's a prototype. The real one will be pure steel.
Mr. Hasbro, look, with your money, we can make some really great stuff here, okay? So what you're seeing is just, imagine how, if this good with no money, imagine how good it would be with literally any money.
Literally any money at all.
So once we've done that, we get our two players, and they get a D4 each.
They get a D4 each.
As a resource. This is going to be a worker.
But before we do any worker stuff,
we
need to determine where the big ugly tree goes.
We need to know where the tree goes, of course.
So,
by rolling a D10.
Rolling a D10. That goes on 6.
It goes on 6.
And
now
this
you
is
need to pay
the
attention
red
to the number in the
numbers.
top left, not the bottom left. Don't worry about that. The numbers can change in the middle of the game. That's quite exciting, though, isn't it? So it goes on the forest, which is actually quite apt. But if we had rolled a 2, it would have gone on tropical or something like that. Just so you don't think we're typecasting the forest into the tree. Okay, so now we're going to decide where our workers go.
So we roll a D6.
The way that we do this is we roll a D6 to find out what are we capable of building on. All right, this isn't random. This is like what.
Well, actually, no. This is where this is where we're capable of putting our first worker.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is about what facilities we have. So I have the facilities to build on anything of a difficulty of 3 at the moment. So I can go build on the mountains.
You're not building. You're just placing the guy.
Sorry, I'm putting my worker.
The guy will build at some point in the future, maybe.
Exactly. So I'm able to deploy him on the beach, for example.
Lovely. This is
3.
the small number at the bottom, not the big red number.
Which again, those numbers can change, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's exciting, isn't it?
I can place on a 2, so my guy is going.
You can go on
a
tropical bottom number at the bottom left. Or literally just tropical.
Literally just tropical.
We'll think about how to. We might add some more locations in future expansions. Give us some money.
Yeah. But this is infinitely expandable. You can have a map that takes the
if
whole
you give
house
us some money.
if you want. Yeah.
So then we go into a bit more of a free-form bit of gameplay now.
It's kind of jazz.
We don't
for
want
games.
we don't want it to be strictly rule turn-based with rounds and waiting for the other to complete
this
their
is the
turn.
thing. People who played like really strict like 4X games.
Yeah.
What's the most boring thing? Waiting for your turn. So instead, it's all one big turn.
One big turn.
So all of us roll our dice.
We're going to roll our dice
to determine what resources we have.
So I've got 3 and 3.
And I've got 4 and 4, and that's the power of the actions we have available to us. So you have 2 3-powered actions, I have 2 4-powered actions. And now it's real time. We just fucking go. The actions that are available are build. You can only build if your worker's on an appropriate tile. You get them there by using the move action. You can move as far as the dice. So attack. You can just fuck someone up, but you need a soldier, which we don't have any yet. So
absolutely.
you use hire to hire soldiers or workers.
But we need a town to hire soldiers, don't we?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Harvest, where you harvest the resources. And then ingenuity and gall, which can only be used by the shadow.
To get rid of the tree.
Because
the tree is currently imposing a negative modifier on the forest.
So, are you team 1 or team 2?
Well, I'm team 1.
Okay, which means I'm team 2. So I have the shadow on my team, but he can't be the
You
first
can't
deployed
put him
guy.
down first.
So the
He's too good.
potential
Too
people
good.
that can be deployed. Jonas, your first worker, is it Raymondo, Pete, or Jen?
I've gone for Jen because I'm feminist.
Absolutely, and I can choose between Francisco and Harriet. I can't pick the shadow because the shadow is too powerful. So I have gone with Francisco. Francisco is my worker.
Yep.
Jen? No, that's Francisco actually.
Oh, sorry.
I'm green.
So this is Jen.
That's Jen. That's Jen. Absolutely.
Jen's over there. So it's my turn. I can do a 3-powered
No,
action.
it's everyone's turn.
It's our turn.
We're all taking the turn at the same
So I'm
time.
going to do my 3-powered action to move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3.
And
that was one of my dice.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
I've got a 3-powered action so I can build. And to build, we usually...
I'm going to be moving over here.
Well,
with my
we're doing this
4-powered
simultaneously,
action.
so we don't need
I've
to wait
actually
for each other.
I've got to go to. I'm going to go to Swamp.
I
and
do
I'm
need
gonna
a building. I
You,
don't know how
you
this
build
works.
with D20s, so you're going to build a. You'll build building with
Yep.
D20. I'm
I'll
also
build a
going to
building
build
on
on
my
this
dice.
one with a D20.
All
And
right,
now we've
now
used
that
all
I've
of
got a
our
building,
dice,
so
and
now
that's
we've
the end of
got
the first
quickly-
round.
And now...
So
This continues.
this continues, but
until,
until someone.
the players feel comfortable enough to enter a second mode of the game that's been available to them the whole time, but they don't choose to engage with it until they feel like they've got enough of a lead on the board that they can step away from the board for like 75 seconds.
So if you
So I
feel
want
like
you to
you're,
imagine.
if you feel like you're ahead,
Yep.
Jonas will demonstrate. Jonas feels like he's ahead in this game. He's really absolutely
Oh, dear.
smashing me. So he thinks he's in a position where he can't lose while he's doing it, and he moves into the
So-
end game phase.
Here's something to point out. I'm at a disadvantage because I don't have the shadow on my team. But, one, the shadow can move teams if I catch Jamie cheating at any given point. This
Yeah,
is facilitating
absolutely.
the rules. But 2, Jamie will have a harder time laying down his arena for the senator because it's around his neck.
Absolutely.
A bit more painful and it's sticking to his hair.
Yeah.
Whereas my one was far more accessible around my forehead. This is how we balance the game, you see. So I'm able to place down my arena. I can now grab the senator. Now we won't actually throw it because I don't want to harm you, Mr. Hasbro. But what we would do in a real game is I would then move to the opposite side of the room as dictated in the rules. No fixed distance, just literally the other side of the room. All players can agree on what that is on the moment, and then I would throw the senator in to my ring. Now if I fail, I have to come back to the table and I have to play a whole new round.
Yeah.
to play a whole new
You have
round.
to play a whole new
But
round.
if I succeed, the senator by getting the senator into the arena, I am now able to enter a political influence mode of the game.
Now, while this person's doing this, the other person's still playing the game.
Yep.
They can take advantage. They can get ahead in the game.
I've left myself wide open here, and this is the give and take of the situation. You see, I'm taking a risk, but this is how I win. This is how I can only win big by doing this maneuver.
So then, once he's got it into the circle,
Yep.
he has 75 seconds to draw an airtight law which bans the other player from the planet.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to start. At this point, I actually have to find a piece of paper that can act as a legal bit of documentation. It has to be co-signed by someone who is working in the civil sector, public sector, or is DBS checked. It can't be a stranger. They have to prove that they know you quite well, because it's a law. And so I can call my mum. You can do it on a video call these days. I can call my mum and I can say the player, and he's playing the whole time. Right now, he's playing the whole time.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm just smashing cities.
Jamie. Now, of course, if I don't have a city left on the city by the time I finish this law, I don't have anywhere to actually enact the law on the planet. I have no foothold. In which case, I have to come back to the game and I have to start playing the game, trying to build up a foothold, while Jamie has now got a massive lead and starts to enter his own senator phase of the game. Do you understand? So the player, Jamie, is not allowed, and then as I'm typing this law, you see I could win if I finish this in time and get it signed,
Yep.
and co-signed,
Yep.
but suddenly I come back to the table with my law and I've got no cities left. You destroyed my only city. Ah, no! So the game continues, and the game continues in this fashion until one player is able to successfully write a law banning the other player from the table while they still have a city on the table.
And then obviously the outcome of that is that your people get to build a casino, across the entire planet. What do you think? What do you think? I think we could do this. I think we could do like a branded one with Sonic and Mario and things like that. I think there's lots of opportunities. There's mixed feelings in the chat.
On that, for some reason, I need to piss. Let me take my microphone off. When you're ready.
All right. Well, I think that's it for the board game boys business boys segment. Fuck me. Thank you for joining us for that, Mr. Hasbro, and thank you for joining us for chat. Can we have like a poll or something that says, "Would you buy this game?" And then we can see how well we did. It's lovely to see you all. You're all waking up and joining us for the last 4 hours of the stream. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. I'm in an up phase of my energy. That really did it for me. That really got me going. That got the blood pumping. As we move into our sort of final few segments in the stream, we have to say thank you to some wonderful people. Thank you to Mama G for donating £110 and Alex for donating £110.69 and £20 from Nick. We're going to be doing all of your rewards in a little bit, but thank you so much for being so generous. We've got £2,020.69, and we met our first 2 milestones, which is amazing. Can we have the schedule up, and I'll run people through what's remaining on the stream. So like I said, we're really nearly at the end. Next up we have making Jamie talk about anime with Aurelius. We'll have at midday Laura's mouth tour with Laura, and Joe is our guest for that one. We're going to be eating some strange stuff in cubes, and then at 1 p.m. We're going to be joined by Beth for Get Bonkers with Beth, a working title, and then finally at 2 we have the closing ceremony. So there's plenty of fun stuff left to go, but we're really near the end now. I'm amazed that I'm still alive, despite the fact that I have already done this once. And then let's have a look at milestones and rewards, and I'll run you through what you can get for donating in this last section of the stream. We've passed our first 2 milestones. At 1,000, it was for an IRL cooking stream that Jonas and I were going to do together. We're definitely going to be doing that now. And £2,000 was for a short RPG series that we're going to do together. And then our next goal, and our big goal for the stream, is to meet what we got last year at £3,011.69. And if we hit that, Jonas and I will be randomly picked a painful game to play that we must stream from beginning to end. And if you donate £10 at the link at the bottom, you can get us. You can put in to get us to spin our wheel of chance. At £50, you can get a professional voiceover from Jonas, and at £100, you can get a postcard drawing from me of your choice. Jonas, what kind of things do we have set up over there? What kind of things have people put in?
Okay, so one thing we've got I see 4 spins of the wheel,
right,
in total, and I see 2 postcard drawings.
Okay, are we at the point where we have another Safe in Our World video? Is this the last Safe in Our World? Okay, I know you're currently doing a lot of tech, but if you give me the first postcard drawing, I can start on it while we play our last Safe in Our World video.
I love this poll because 3 people would buy our game, and no one said they wouldn't buy our game, just that they'd like more information.
What's my first drawing? So.
Your first drawing is Jonas dressed as a Christmas elf making a present for his mum.
Jonas dressed as a Christmas elf making a present for his mum. Okay, I will do my best. That's a picture of a parrot. Right, we're gonna play. We're gonna play a video for you all from the charity that we're supporting, Safe in Our World.
I'll pack our things away.
We are in the last stretch of this 24-hour charity stream. Congratulations! Hey, it's Flop again from Safe in Our World, and this will be my last self-care check-in. Refill your water bottles, put the kettle on, and allow me to take this moment to give you a little bit more insight into what we do as a mental health charity in the games industry. We've partnered with around 200 game studios and companies responsible for over 60,000 employees, providing free resources, training and support for workplace wellbeing. We've been able to deliver over £300,000 worth of free training to the games industry, and we continue to tackle systemic issues and current pressures such as redundancies across the industry. We'd love to welcome you all into the Safe in Our World community, and we'd like to thank you so much for the support that you've shown over the last 20 hours. There's 4 more to go. I'm signing off. Good luck, well done, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
There we
Hello.
go. That's the wonderful charity that we're supporting, Safe in Our World. Jonas, are you able to just give a brief précis of what the charity does? Because we've got a few new people joining us at the moment in the chat. Tell them why it's worthwhile us supporting them.
Yeah, of course. Safe in Our World are a charity that supports mental health, well-being, specifically in and around the UK games well, I think actually the international games industry. The games industry, so it looks to support game developers, game players, content creators, etc. In terms of normalizing the conversation around mental health, educating around sort of behaviors and tendencies and hallmarks of certain mental health kind of traits and things like that. And it provides a lot of training for people to better manage not just their own mental health, but the mental health of their colleagues or the people that they work with or the individuals that they're managing. I think one of the major things it's doing is it's definitely bringing in a better vocabulary around mental health in the games industry, letting people kind of really identify and understand and normalize the conversation around things like burnout, imposter syndrome, and just general sort of mental health in games, so it doesn't become such a it doesn't become sort of a stigma thing to start a conversation talking about how you're feeling in the context of your mental health. They do this work in a number of different ways. I said they provide some training, but they also just provide an incredible number of resources, like helping you kind of understand how things are and what things are from like a sort of a oh God, I don't know what the word is. Sort of like from a trusted source, if that makes sense. Like rather than hearsay, Safe in Our World have just some really great documentation that really just tells you like what's what, and what to look out for and what to do if you notice certain behaviours or symptoms in another individual, what resources are out there that you can make use of. It provides frameworks as well for you to kind of like self-diagnose your own state of mind at any given moment, whether it's just using emojis to ask yourself like what your mood is on a given day, or kind of trying to judge your energy levels over a week and trying to map that against particular pieces of workload or maybe stages in a game development project. It's no secret, at least not to me, that people who make games don't necessarily have the greatest time of their lives, despite the fact that I have the greatest time of my life when I'm playing those games, and I find that imbalance to be just quite disgusting, really. If I love playing games, I want the people that make games to love making games, and I just think I think it sucks when that's not the case. So huge appreciator of Safe in Our World and what they do. They work really hard, and so we just wanted to really reward that in some way through today's stream. That is a picture of me
Jonas
as a Christmas elf
making a present for his mother.
Does it say?
It says Tenopta.
It says Tenopta in there. Yes, excellent. There you go,
Lovely.
Mum. There you go, Mum. Thanks, Mum.
Thank you very much
Appreciate
for the
that.
donation.
Then the other drawing,
Yes.
Aurora as a runaway prisoner.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So just Aurora, really.
Yeah, it's just Aurora. Earlier on, I saw a very funny thing. I saw that door open, and then I saw Aurora just down by the door, and Mary just sort of double taked and went whoa, and then just pushed out the door and pushed Aurora away and shut the door. That was very good.
I didn't notice this.
No, I
Is
think you
there
knew
anything
it.
else from the board game that other than the dice?
This, the tube.
Yeah, all right.
I think that's it.
That'll do.
How many of these? Oh shit!
Guys, if you really like that game, we'll do we'll create a secret Kickstarter. For I think we'll just probably need about funding for about £95,000. We won't tell anyone that the Kickstarter exists. We won't make it public. But if we get funded, we'll make the board game. It won't have assets better than that, is really important. We'll just make that. We'll just make exactly what you saw, but with like the rules written down. That's about it, really. Oh boy. Mum, thanks for lurking. Right, Alex is getting their drawing. We've got wheel spins to do. We've got time. Are we going to talk about anime?
Yeah, in 5 minutes we're going to talk about anime.
Yes. That makes me very pleased. I can't wait.
This is a. I have done a slightly terrifying Aurora face. It very much does not look like her.
I'm sure you're trying your best.
I am. It's quite late.
I need to.
Well, it's quite early actually.
It's quite early.
In fact, it's not. It's just a normal time. It's like 5 to 11.
I need to keep an eye on. Okay, no messages.
We will do all our wheel spins probably in the next break. Thank you. We're just trying to get all of the big ones done.
The big goes.
Yeah.
Am I? No, I feel like we're equal, which means it's you next. I got a handshake.
Yeah.
I got a handshake, and I got told off for putting my microphone down to have a handshake.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You did. You could have just asked the handshake to come to you. That's the benefit of being a powerful streamer.
It's my treat, though. I can have the handshake wherever I want.
Yeah, I guess so.
When you put it like that.
Handshake was fine. I just wanted you to be heard.
Anyway, it's not. It's in the past. The delightful handshake has happened. Right. Nearly there with this drawing on Aurora.
We got a cheeky extra spin of the wheel from Emmy. Thank you, Emmy. Very lovely to see you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. 20? Why do I keep saying 20? £2,030.69.
We've passed the year. We've passed our year. I thought maybe we'd get to 2024.
Okay, if I remember about the
2030.69.
Okay, so for this drawing, I've gone for Aurora is climbing over the wall of prison, trying to escape. Yeah. The face is a bit off, but you get the idea. You get the general idea of this.
Yeah.
So there you go. There is Aurora, a hardened criminal on the run, escaping. Thank you very much for the donation, Alex. That is your drawing.
I can mark that one off.
You can mark that one off. Clearly, we need to keep streaming for another 6 years until it's 2030.
And not raise any money in that time.
No, absolutely not.
Oh dear. Ring says it's what she was imagining.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I was imagining a anthropomorphic cat in a orange jumpsuit, like breaking, like squeezing through bars or digging a hole underground or something, that kind of prison break.
I'm going to take this moment to quickly have a pee, so I'm ready for the horrible anime I'm going to have to deal with.
Horrible?
Yeah.
They're going to be great.
May I have my mic off quickly? Thank you. Right, I will be back in... Oh, there's another donation.
Oh, hello. Anonymous has dated £10 for us to spin the wheel again. We're going to have a lot of wheel spins when we come back from Anime Town. I love Anime Town. I live in Anime Town. Don't start off with such negativity. I know, he is so resistant to greatness. If he just let a single anime waifu into his heart, his life would be happier. Jonas will be energy camping. What does it mean, energy vamping? Okay. You said energy camping. I was like, camping like in Call of Duty in Halo, but to his energy. Like every time he respawns with energy, I take it from him. I just take it from him. I'm going to be energy vamping. To be honest, Alex, it's not Jamie's energy that I'll be vamping. It's just anime will create energy inside of me that previously wasn't there. You know how you can't create something from nothing? Anime can. Anime can and will create something from nothing for me.
Alrighty. Okay, we're not quite ready for our guest yet, so should we do a spin of the wheel?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Cookie Coo.
We could do
97
97 wheel spins if someone were to do purely wheel spins
Okay.
up to our goal.
I think we've got some spins below the ones that.
Yeah, we do.
ticked
We do.
off, so
We do.
that's- Yeah, cool. Okay. So first up, this one is for Mama G.
Shall I do my mum's wheel spin and then?
I think we do. Yeah, you do your mum's wheel.
Whee! We've got a few things on the wheel that we haven't revealed yet, and I went
so close
and passed it. I think I don't like this one. Yeah, I don't like this one.
What one is this? This one is text your mum.
Well, she's
Yeah.
in on it now.
Yeah, she is.
She knows.
She's fun.
So, there you go. There's Mum's WhatsApp.
I'm going to be nice. I'm going to say thank you for the wonderful donations. You bring a tear to your big, soft son's eyes. There we go.
Has your mum texted you back yet?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. No, she hasn't even seen the message.
Okay, you're next to spin the wheel. This is from Alex the Messiah.
Thank you very much, Alex, for this spin. Okay, so bad one is drawing each other.
Oh, I get to draw on you.
You get to draw on
I get to
me.
draw on you. Can I have your right arm,
That's my left arm, but yes.
your left arm, and can I write?
Yeah, sure.
Great. I heart and may.
Thank God, I thought it was going to be anal for a second there.
Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Plus. Hey. Anal but messy.
Anal but messy?
Anal but messy.
Oh no!
Okay, great.
Good.
That is
Oh, the smell of this pen, man, with this amount
get-
of tiredness.
you get
is
really high.
Yeah, there's a lot of fumes.
It
going on
hits.
right here now.
It is.
Oh
Right.
My God.
Right, we've got 2 more spins from Nick Brett and well, I see them as yeah, okay. We're ready for the next
we're-
section.
we're ready for